Okay, hello everyone, how's it going? We are here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, starting off in Plymouth and going to try to fly to Exeter. We are indeed in the Textron Aviation Beechcraft. It's a fun little plane. Must admit, I've flown around with it a few times now. Yeah, so hopefully if I just... what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the AI just to take care of checklist assists and radio comms, just so I can deal with that. But yeah, so just quickly, so checklist is things like going over what to do with the aircraft beforehand, you know, so you can actually get it to look where this sort of stuff is if you don't know where it is in the aircraft. And it does obviously change between aircraft. And the ATC up here, I have tough the voices, but it's a really cool ATC system. Uses either the Microsoft Azure AI to kind of create this really realistic sounding text-to-speech, or you can use the Microsoft text-to-speech, which doesn't sound so good, and sometimes you end up being a squeaky kid, or ATC sounds like being a squeaky kid, and it sounds a bit odd. But yeah, so it's pretty good. There's a lot of variety from the ATC. It'd be cool to see some player guided ATC in the future, a bit like we had with FSX. But anyway, so yeah, this is the aircraft. I'm currently inside it. I've got a Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTUS, which cost me like 30 quid. It's not much, but tell you what, it's really fun and simple to play with. I'm just using the hat stick on it to kind of cycle from my controls, so I can like look up and down. I can use the mouse to look around as well, and I can also, if I wanted to, just change to the external view, which is us right here. I've got live weather on. I don't have players on because I'm just trying to keep things a bit simple. So shall we just get on with it? Shall we just throttle up? So throttle up, take the parking brake off, and hopefully we haven't got too much crosswind, I'm hoping. Now Plymouth's actually, yeah, we got a little bit. Plymouth's actually a disused airport now. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I saw a plane fly off. Oh my, yeah, they're definitely getting hit by crosswind there. Alright. So you will get these notifications every now and again telling you that, yeah, try to like throttle up a little bit. You're probably I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm absolutely fantastic at doing this, because I'm not. You know, you can already tell I'm stalling out, and yeah, but it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. I think the great thing about this is how easy it is to people like me who, I mean, I played a little bit of Flight Simulator X, not a lot, but a bit, you know. Most of my flight simming was done with Microsoft Flight Simulator 98. That's the one I really enjoyed playing back when I was younger. I've still got my copy now. I've still got a big box copy. You know what? I'll take a photo and I'll flash it on screen now, actually. That's my big box copy, and I still have that. And I have actually been wondering about trying to load it up and see how the two compare, because it's probably going to be a lot different. It's going to be a hell of a lot different, not just from a visual point, but it's probably going to be like different, you know, different ways of handling systems, and, you know, certain things that may have poked their heads back then. It's probably a lot more fleshed out now. I'm going to just take a peek out the side here. This live weather system, oh man, this live weather system. Just the clouds, that's just nuts, absolutely nuts. I'm absolutely astounded by how well this all looks. I run on low settings, and I feel like like even this is just brilliant, you know. Honestly, it blows my mind just being able to fly through all this. Obviously, I've done the whole, you know, fly over me house, which, you know what, let's just bank left a bit. Let's try and get onto. Let's try and do this properly, shall we? Try and get onto this this flight path. I think we're scheduled to go about 3,500, but I don't know. Exeter's not that far off, so it's just meant to be a small jaunt over, just to kind of mess around. But yeah, honestly, this is fantastic to play, and if you're not too sure about slapping down a lot of cash, it's on Xbox Games Pass for PC. So, you know, I think if you haven't signed up to it already, you know, it's £1 or $1 or €1, whatever it is. And you know, and you get access to this, the standard version of Flight Sim, straight away. So if you want to give it a go, you know, £1 or $1 or €1, that's not bad. That's not bad. And plus you get all the other games that are on there as well, which are quite a lot, to be honest, you know. Bargain, mate. It's a bargain. Bloody bargain. But I'm just, yeah, I just, this so therapeutic to be able to just kind of let's see if I can just adjust my trim. There we go. Slightly banking off to the side there as well. What's going on here? Right, I'm gonna try and get to the outside view. Let's go out here. Here we are. So, just amazing. Just gonna put my thrust up a bit. So you can obviously move around as well with this view. Yes, it's breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. It is. Obviously, it's not perfect because this is an AI generated world, and with AI generation, there's always some issues. Am I able to fly over my house? Absolutely. Is my house 100% accurately modelled? No, absolutely not. Does that matter? No, absolutely not, because I think the joy for me is just being able to fly over the area and have it populated where the houses should be and be like, this is where I live. Yeah, it's fine. I honestly, these messages are a bit, they can get a bit annoying from time to time. Like if I just bring about 50%, let's bring that down. There we go. Also, think I need to sort of properly calibrate this because it's I have a don't know really what to call it. I have a throttle on the on this HOTAS set, but it's not. I don't know. It's a bit off at times. Like it doesn't always give me a very good reading. I don't know. It's a bit odd. It's a bit hard to kind of fine tune it. But then again, for 30 quid, what, I don't know what else I was expecting really. And I've had this for now, I don't know, about 4 years, I'd say. I originally used it for playing Elite Dangerous, which, you know, damn good fun. Man, this is this is a lot of fun. I could spend. I've spent hours just flying around. It's nuts. Like, it's always hard to talk about flight simulators, especially to people who probably don't get it. But you'll find even people who don't get it, when they play it, they're like, man, actually this is really good fun. But that's probably, I mean, that's the case with most simulators, really, isn't it? You get people who don't really understand it, but you know, they'll play around with it and they'll be like, actually that's not too bad. But I always feel like Flight Simulator is the hardest one. But you know, I even had my wife excited about this in the run up to it, because she, with how everything is these days, I think just being in this house, you know, we have pretty much a Google connected house, because that's because work is kind of connected with Google as well, so we have all these Google services running. So I'm pretty sure it's like, it's at one point it's tracked all this like background listening or whatever, or like, you know, spying on my YouTube watch history, with just all these flight simulator updates. And my wife's obviously picked it up at some point on her phone, because she saw the trailer for Microsoft Flight Simulator and she was just like, man, this looks really good. Like, I can't believe how cool this looks. And I was like, you know, keeping up to date with it. And then obviously as soon as I started playing it, she'd pop her head in every now and again, be like, oh man, that's really cool, you know. But it's really fascinating, you know. And personally, like, you know, I've always been fascinated with aircrafts, because my uncle was an RAF pilot. You know, he's last couple of years he's just retired. He's gone into like research now, and training purposes. But he used to fly okay, you know what? I'm probably gonna make myself look stupid now, but I never really asked him what he would fly. I just know that he flew really fast planes, to the point where he even went to Area 51 for doing some training with some new experimental Harrier jets that they had over there or something. He did a lot. Did helicopter training. He even we've got a picture of him, and I'm not going to post that because I don't really want to show off his face, but there's a picture around my mum's house of him and I think is it Prince Harry, the older one of the two, or is it William? It might be William. Yeah, I think it might be William, Prince William. Anyway, he trained them, the older one out of the two. When I say prince, the prince of in England, not like anywhere else in the world, unless there is one somewhere else in the world. Anyway, trained him, and we got this nice photo of them, him looking all really proud next to him. Prince William, I'm gonna call him William now because that's what I feel it is. Prince William, man, he's a lot taller than you'd think. My uncle's not exactly tall. I'm taller than him, but William's towering over him, nuts, Anyway, going off track. So I was always around this, I was always seeing my uncle, and we went to Germany when he got stationed over there for a few years, and we spent a couple of Christmases there in Germany, and he was always taking us to the RAF base, and he even let my stepdad at the time go parachuting with him, and just all this crazy stuff. So I was always around planes. I was always really interested in them. Always scared of heights though, wasn't I? Yeah, a bit of a one thing and not the other there. Scared of heights, but I really enjoy planes. Just yeah. I got put off by planes actually slightly, because my friends decided that. So the first time I ever went on a plane as an adult, it was the first time I'd ever been on holiday. Really, I was 18. We was going to Greece. It was the first time we'd been away as a family, abroad. That had been paid for by us, and we went to this island called Kefalonia, and going on a plane. And for the month before that, my friends decided to keep putting on air crash investigation, and completely warped my developing mind, I'd say, of ever getting on a plane. But I've been on planes since, and I've actually really enjoyed it again. So one thing I'd love to do is to be able to just go out in a plane like this. Maybe, because you can do those flying, those days, can't you? Day out on a plane and stuff like that, or day on a racetrack. I'd like to do that, day out on the plane, trying to fly a plane. I think it'd be really cool. Especially if I get to look out and see all the stuff here. And there's loads of planes like this that near me. Where I'm flying over now is where I live, Dartmoor. And you always see planes like what I'm flying now, flying over. Not from Plymouth though, because like I said, Plymouth's not active. It's interesting they still got Plymouth in this game though. I'm really glad they have, but Plymouth's not an active airport as it once was. But yeah, look, let's do this. Let's do some I'm pretty sure actually we are. I think is this near where I live? I think we might actually be going over where I live. No, we're not. Or it might be. So look. No, we're not. Tell a lie. Let's go into external view. Let's do some. It's enough of me waffling on for a minute. Should we go down a bit? There we go. Cut the throttle a bit so I don't overspeed the engine. So yeah, it's a really fun game. So much fun. I can't believe how much fun I have with this thing. It is just nuts. And yeah, it's really like so that when you're flying over terrain like this, the AI generated landscape, it's not too bad, you know. And you start picking out little places and hills that you might recognize and stuff like that. I find with the cities at the moment, especially in the UK, they're not very well done because there's no photogrammetry really done for it. You can buy scenery packs in the marketplace. It was actually in the game for like things like London and stuff. But what you're going to find is most of the photogrammetry at the moment for cities and stuff is in America. But saying that, a lot of it seems to be a couple of years out of date. Well, I say a couple, like about 6 or 7 years out of date, some of it. So it's a bit hit and miss at the moment. But I feel like as time will go on, this can really, you know, this is a really great stage to set things up for the franchise. Because let's be honest, it's been like what, 14? Is it 14 years since Flight Simulator X came out? So you know, if they're looking for getting that sort of lifetime out of this game, they've set the groundwork just with having this world, you know, because it's the world, you know. You look around, it's the world as we know it. But yeah, you know, your house, my house, isn't going to be created brick for brick. It's not to say you couldn't. You could. You know, there is developer tools. You are freely allowed to make models and scenery stuff for this. Something I might actually delve into myself because I always wanted to do it, and I feel like now's a good time. So, you know, that'd be cool. Yeah. If you don't want to wait around for your little, you know, your town or your sorry, your town or your village or your city to get done, or you want to, you know, there's a landmark that you feel should be in the game, and the AI generated version of it is absolutely dog crap. Hey, enable that developer mode and get working, and just do it, and just be like, hey, look, I made this I don't know, like a 10-foot Santa statue that lives near me. I don't know, is there a 10-foot statue anywhere? Half interested to know now. Anyway, you know, you could make that. That's up to you. If we go just down here a second, there are AI generated traffic as well. If we get close enough, this is the dual carriageway. Yeah, there we go. So we do have I believe this is the dual carriageway before on your way up to Exeter. And I've actually travelled up this dual carriageway plenty of times. Yeah, because then that's where it splits, and the other way it goes to Plymouth. So that's it there. Fantastic. So look. Oh man, that's it's just nuts how nice it looks. And again, it's on low. This is on low settings. It does stutter. It does stutter occasionally. Obviously, my own issues is one of the VRAM modules on my graphics card has failed, and is you know, so I have VRAM issues every now and again if I eat up too much VRAM memory. But other than that, you know, I feel most of the frames that get skipped is down to network. Purely because all of this gets streamed in off their servers. So a lot of this terrain data here is currently getting streamed over my network to my desktop. The hell is that? What the hell's that? That's an odd building. You know, so alright, I believe that is the airport in sight. Shall we get in the cockpit and have a look? Right, I'm going to bring up my ATC just to see what's happening at the moment. Continue as planned. Okay, so just double check the altimeter's right. Cool. So normally that ATC, you'd be hearing the voices going on and on and on. In fact, you know what? Let's do that right now. So I can actually pause this in mid-flight, so we could actually take a quick look. Let's just reset the, yeah, okay, heading indicator's wrong. But yeah, you know, I can zoom in. See what I mean? It's not perfect. Like, getting up close like this, it's not perfect. It's not going to look pretty. But guess what? It's not meant to be looking like pretty, really. You're not meant to be getting up really close in person with a lot of this. It's meant to be viewed at a distance. But, you know, like that, you know, flying over just quickly, you're not really going to notice, are you? Come on. So, honestly, fantastic. And I'm going to... I can't see myself getting bored of this anytime soon. Really can't. Now, there are people who don't really, you know, typically enjoy this sort of thing. I get it. It's fine. It's not for you. It's not for you, is it? But I really think it's solid. Absolutely solid. Right, let's get the ATC voice back on. We should be able to hear it soon anyway. So get on there. So yeah, like I said here, we got the Windows Offline, which just uses the Windows text-to-speech, and it ain't great. So if you can, because you've got a constant internet connection, like it doesn't drop out a lot, I'd say go for Azure. It is just spot on. So let's see if we can hear him pop up anytime soon. Right, gonna just peek my, yeah. So I'm gonna just, okay, so there's my, so I'm still using some, oh, I'm gonna have to get around the other side, aren't I? So I'm still using some assists because, you know, I'm perfect at this. I'm perfect at flying. Let's gain some altitude because I'm meant to be a bit higher than this. I did set the nav for 3,500, so let's put it up. Let's get myself up. You know, if you've got a button assigned, you can click it and you can like point it. It will do like sort of point of interest. So, but that's what I'm looking at the moment. So it's currently the point of interest is Exeter Airport right there. The runway right there as well. Now you can go anywhere in the world, right? I think there was some people I was talking to who were confused by the additions because they were like, "Well, you get more airports in this one, so what's that all about?" Well, if you're looking at the list and you're wondering why there's more airports in one than the other, those are like hand modeled. So they are hand modeled versions of the airports. It's not like the airports are being removed. It's just they have been. Yeah, there's more time and effort spent on 3D modeling them. So, yeah, you don't lose out on airports just for getting one version over the other. Like I play on the standard, and to be honest, it is all fine and dandy. Like, I'm just gonna adjust my trim again so I can. I feel like I always overdo the trim, but it's really hard to do it with this. So just buttons, but I don't know. There's no feedback. I feel like at some point I'm gonna have to. I'm trying to like make a profile for my Stream Deck, and have it hopefully connect into the API, the Microsoft's, the MSFS API when it gets done. So I did try just doing a straight up profile, but there's some button combos that just doesn't work with Stream Deck. So like if you try doing like Control Alt D, that's fine, but if you want to do Alt Control D, that doesn't work. It doesn't like doing that. It wants to put Control first. So yeah, it's really hard. And it's when you have so many things going on, because just take a look and say like most of this you can interact with here. It's just nuts. Like, you know, you can, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, where am I? Let's just take a second to set our lights. Do I need to put any lights on? Panel lights, landing lights, turn off landing. I didn't actually put on the landing lights. Oh, that's because I've got the AI doing it, isn't it? Right, okay. So these red marks here is where our flight path into the airport is going to be. So if I just bank out a little bit, and then now it's red at the moment because I'm coming in too fast, so don't worry about that. I'll be all sorted in a second. See if we got anything on the yeah. I'll keep the ATC up for a minute. Let's have a look. In fact, you can even have a second one. If you have two, you can have another one in here. Let's see. You can even like talk to other ones if you want to. If you want to be like weighing up your options, say you got like I don't know, like engine malfunction. You got like 3 airports in the area, and your comms allow it. You could be chatting to 2 or 3 different comms to see, you know, if there's any airports in the area that would be able to help you out immediately, or if they got like a runway free for emergency. It's a really interesting scenario to put yourself in. I'm probably, you know what, I might even do a video where I do that, where I up the fault settings on the aircraft and we see what happens. But okay, let's do this bank. It's at the moment I've not really got it on very realistic settings, because if I just did that I would have overstressed the aircraft, and let's be honest, it would not have gone well. So yeah, I'm still not got it on very realistic settings, but you know, that's the great thing about this, is you can set it to be as realistic as you want. If you're just trying to ease yourself in, it's really good. The learning curve is really nice. Right, I'm going to bring my power down a bit now. Let's hope that I can try and make it blue. So this is our flight pattern into the airport. So apparently still going too fast. I think I've got to be under 100 really, but that's fine. It's fine for a minute. Seem to be drifting off a little bit. I am drifting off a little bit. What's going on here? What's the wind? What is the wind like? You know, I can't really get it because I've left him in charge of the ATC. Why am I going off to the side here? Am I getting any... Yeah, I can't seem to get any information. Oh, it's right there. So it's down here. See this? 30. Oh my god, yeah, that is pretty nuts actually. So that's a crazy side wind at the moment. Gonna just... Not perfect, the landing, right? But you know what? As long as you have fun. In for a penny, in for a pound, and all that jazz. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to bring my nose up slightly so I can try and bring my speed down a bit more. There we go. Yeah, it definitely wanted us below 100 then, it seems. So... Okay. Right. Yeah. Still coming in too fast, but this is one thing I need to start nailing down, is my you know, my approaches, because obviously the next setting up I'd be adding some damage to the plane. You know, if I land and I damage my, you know, landing gear or something, then the game like blacks out. You know, goes, oh, all right, well that's it. Your plane's broken. Gonna stall it, am I? So that. Oh. All right.
Exeter Tower FRAF 647.
There we go.
10 miles west with Charlie to land.
God, that is some powerful side wind. That is nuts.
FRAF 647 cleared to land runway 8. Wind 008 at 22.
008 at 22.
Cleared to land runway 8.
So it's behind me now, so like, why is it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's really throwing me off. Oh man, I'm coming down too low. Right, hang on. Oh my god. Yeah, look at that. Nuts. Just nuts. Anyway, let's do this. There we go. Now I can see properly. Hey, gonna get it. I will. I'll be there. Hang on. There we go. Did I put my... I can't even remember if I put the landing gear out. I have not. Oh! There we go. We're down! Yeah! We're down. Brilliant. Well, that's it. That was it. Plymouth to Exeter. Hope you enjoyed that. Apologies it's been so long. I really am. It's been so crazy. It's such a crazy time to be living here at the moment, and I think in general. But I hope you've all been well. I hope you've all been taking care of yourselves. I'm probably going to be putting out a few of these videos going forward because it gives me more excuse to play this game and really dive into it. I promise I won't be as this terrible all the time. I promise I will be getting better. I hope. Anyway, if there's something you'd like to see, or you know, you got like an idea for a challenge or something, or you just got some places that you might want me to fly over, let me know. Please let me know. And yeah, until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon.